Today we're going to talk about the one and only Dick Van Dyke. He made headlines back in the 70s when he walked away from his TV show, The New Dick Van Dyke Show. Why did he do something so rash? Well, besides ratings that were a little bit less than stellar, there was another thing that really got his goat. And if you give me just a couple of minutes, I'll do my best to explain it all. So before we dive into the controversy, let's talk just a little bit about the man himself. Dick Van Dyke is an American actor, entertainer, and comedian. His award-winning career has spanned 7 decades in film, television, and stage. He's best known for his work on The Dick Van Dyke Show, where he played comedy writer Rob Petrie. Dick has been the recipient of multiple awards, including a Golden Globe, a Tony, a Grammy, a Daytime Emmy, and 4 Primetime Emmys. And at 97 years young, Dick continues to entertain and inspire even today. If you haven't done so already, I'd encourage you to subscribe to his YouTube channel, where he is active and posts videos from time to time. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about what caused Dick to walk away from the new Dick Van Dyke Show. Dick and his co-star Hope Lang filmed a scene during the 3rd season of that show where they're fooling around in bed when their daughter walks in. Now, the show is a comedy, so it was meant to be a light-hearted moment that showed a healthy, loving relationship between the couple. However, when the network saw the footage, they were not happy. According to a 1973 Associated Press article by Bob Thomas, Dick said that CBS felt like the scene was just too darn racy for television and that it would offend the show's audience. They demanded that the scene be cut from the episode, but everyone involved refused. Things got so heated that the show's creator, Carl Reiner, quit in protest over the network's interference. Now, in fairness to CBS, some viewers were taken a little bit aback by some of the things that had been shown on the new Dick Van Dyke Show. Many of these viewers longed for the days when Dick and his first TV wife, Laura, slept in twin beds. But the times they were a-changing, and the same network, CBS, seemed to be turning a blind eye to a lot of the material that was being shown on other sitcoms like All in the Family and Maude. In a way, if you think about it, the very existence of the original Dick Van Dyke Show was really the culprit for the new Dick Van Dyke Show's demise. Dick, and I truly believe Carl, both knew that their audience wanted the new program to be a carbon copy of the original. And scenes like this one, well, they were problematic to say the very least. So anyway, with Carl leaving the show, Dick said that he couldn't see continuing it without him. In the same article, Dick noted that he never felt that the cast had the same chemistry as the original Dick Van Dyke Show. He said that he felt like the show was destroying the careers of everyone involved. If that wasn't a good enough reason to walk away, I don't know what is. Dick's contract with the network was for 3 years, and after that 3rd season, he opted not to renew. Another interesting thing to note about the new Dick Van Dyke Show is that Dick really hated that name. He wanted something original, but of course, there was pressure from the network to have the new show appeal to the same group of people that loved the original classic sitcom. She'd think that after the dismal failure of the new Andy Griffith Show just a few months earlier, the network executives would have learned a thing or two. Fortunately for all of us, the original Dick Van Dyke Show is available to view on the Decades network. If you don't have access to Decades in your area, may I suggest the friendly TV streaming service Decades, along with MeTV and a bunch of other nostalgic networks, are available through that service for just a few bucks a month. I think it's the best streaming service out there, and it's the least expensive as well. How about that? I'll post a link in the description section of this video so that you can try Friendly free for 7 days. Getting back to the new Dick Van Dyke Show. Personally, I am glad that both Carl and Dick took a stand against the network. The whole twin bed thing is just plain silly if you ask me. And I'm even more happy that both Dick and Carl went on to experience continued success within the entertainment industry. From everything that I've heard, they were and are a couple of Hollywood's best. So, what do you think about their decision to walk away from the new Dick Van Dyke Show? Do you think that the network was right to demand that scene be cut? let me know in the comments section below. And while you're at it, I would appreciate it if you clicked on that little thumbs up icon, maybe even considered subscribing to the channel. I talk about music, movies, mostly TV from decades gone by. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.